Right, here we go. Okay. Today, we're focused on not only supporting our local club projects, but also contributing to our dream programs across our 21 countries and territories. Last year, 18 clubs in our region contributed more than $23,895.73 through club giving. By joining our Soroptimist sisters, we have helped more than 1,750 women through the Live Your Dream Awards and more than 17,100 girls through the Dream It Be It last year. While 2019 to 2020 was a challenging year, our impact speaks volumes of the dedication our Soroptimists have to our mission. Thank you all for your generosity. Throughout the year, Soroptimist appeals to our clubs and members to invest in our dream programs through our various giving options. Club donations are recognized through club giving. Members can give one-time gifts, or they can join stargazers and give a monthly donation. All individual gifts are recognized through the Laurel Society. Finally, future or planned gifts are recognized through Laurel Legacy. Your contributions, whether through club or individual giving, make our Global Dream Program possible by granting Live Your Dream Awards to women who do not live near a club, ensuring resources for region and federation Live Your Dream Awards, providing resources needed to conduct local Dream It Be It programs, and enabling, newly chartered clubs to provide a Live Your Dream Award in their local community. Okay, sorry. We know that clubs and members are asked to financially support club and region impacts. We know you are also asked to support the impact of other organizations. We know this can be overwhelming, especially in challenging times. But we also know that when you are all working together and focused on the impact of our dream programs, we have a much greater impact and can help even more women and girls live their dreams. In our region, we have 165 members recognized in the Laurel Society. Did you know that there are 8 levels of recognition in the Laurel Society, ranging from the 1,000 attaché level all the way up to the inner circle of donations of $25,000 or higher? Each gift you make is a step to helping more women and girls and gaining more recognition for your critical support. Many of our members have joined Stargazers as a simple way to work towards the next level of recognition. Do you want to help more women and girls? Do you want to grow our dream programs? If the answer is yes, I encourage you to join the elite group of members who are Soroptimist Stargazers. By enrolling at $50 or more per month, you will receive that beautiful star pin that you see on your screen. By enrolling at $20 or more a month, you'll receive the beautiful tote. And who doesn't need more Soroptimist totes? We appreciate all the support we receive from our generous clubs and members. Making these donations possible is the creative fundraising efforts of our clubs. Throughout 2020, clubs had to shift from holding in-person events to 100% online fundraising. I'd like to take a few minutes to share a few recent club/region projects. SI Arizona Peaks sent letters and emails to past participants of their Sip and Stroll event, including businesses. And as you can see from the screen, they raised $10,000 just by mailing a letter and asking. They simply asked. SI Corona also emailed and sent appeal letters to their past sponsors, asking them to still participate in their Chocolate Wine and Jazz Festival. They even added a link to their club website for direct donations, and they raised $32,000. If you have any questions on these 2 particular fundraisers, please feel free to reach out to the club president or even to me, and we'll get you more information. As we approach our 100th anniversary in October, we are dreaming big for our future. Our 2021 to 2031 big goal is to invest in the dreams of 500,000 women and girls through access to education. This is 4 times the number of women and girls we have helped in the past 10 years. There is still much more work to be done. We know that women and girls need our help now more than ever. With incredible seroptimists like you by our side, anything is possible. Thank you for your time and dedication in supporting our global dream programs. If you have any questions, you can contact me or you can contact Fund Development at SIA. Thank you, ladies. And now I would like to introduce Tori Carroll, and she's going to talk about fundraising efforts in Districts 1 and 2.
Let me get myself off mute. Thank you, Pam. So I wanted to bring up a couple samples of some great flexes that our clubs made in the 2020 year. We all had to think outside the box. So SI Riverside usually has a very successful Valentine auction. This year they went virtual. It was a great flex to go online, and they were successful. They raised $6,000, and they were clever and just mailed out invitations to their contact list and raised another $8,500 in donations. SI Chino Hills did a virtual wine tasting. It was great for people who could enjoy wine with people in their home all over Zoom. We got a few non-members, and it was a really fun, creative new event. And people just went to the store and picked up their own wine, and they're able to share over Zoom. They also did a Luna Fest, which they were able to do virtually, and they were able to get out-of-state family and friends that would not normally be able to be involved in Seroptimus. Overall, those were successes for them. SI Palm Springs also did a virtual Luna Fest, and thankfully for Luna Fest, they moved to an online model, and it was very successful for the club. And they're inspired now to do hybrid in the future. Seroptimus International Yucca Valley, they did a restaurant fundraiser, and it was a dine out takeout menu instead of an in-person fundraiser that they tend to do. The best part is you didn't have to be present, and they are definitely encouraged to do it again. I would like to introduce now Lisa Hammond from SI Parker to talk about Districts 3 and 4.
Hi, ladies. I just wanted to kind of put my little 2 cents in and say that I am so proud to be part of this organization. And through this pandemic, our clubs have really stepped their game up. And even though we had some struggles, the survey that we sent out regarding fundraisers that were had, it was just amazing to me that the clubs came together and our communities as a whole came together. I know that Pam mentioned the SI Arizona Peaks with their letter campaign to their Sip and Stroll supporters. If you've ever been to the SI Peaks Sip and Stroll event up in Flagstaff, it is so much fun, and it's the restaurants and bars and everything get involved. And the fact that these businesses, were struggling with the pandemic, they came through with them, and it's amazing that they were able to do that. Another club, the SI Saguaro Foothills, they also did a direct mail fundraiser called Invest in Dreams. And what they did, and I'm sorry, I don't have any slides or anything, but they were able to make a profit of $11,123 just through their letter writing campaign. SI Lake Havasu, they did a 50-50, and through their 50-50, they were able to, make sure I have the right one here. They were able to give the winner $4,500, meaning that their club also got $4,500. And they also were able to receive additional funds through sponsorships. So their club actually made $6,000 just in a 50-50. A few of the clubs in districts 3 and 4, like SI of the Santans, they actually have an ongoing fundraiser every year called Birdies for Charity. And it has to do with the huge golf tournament that is held here in Phoenix. And I want to find that one. Again, it's an annual thing for them. And luckily, Arizona kind of opened up before California did. And so their club receives an additional 10% from the Thunderbird charities for the from this golf tournament. And they were able to make a little over $10,000. I know my club, SI Parker, our big fundraiser throughout the year has been our Diva Bar, which we've bragged on a lot at different events. And unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we were not able to have any of our Diva Bar at any of the community events this year, and we were not able to do our Blues and Brews. So we band together, and we've had a couple of raffles, which I know a lot of clubs did, and also our C's Candy, which is an annual fundraiser that we do at Christmas time, and then whatever we have left over, we sell at Valentine's Day. And we actually we have a budget of $6,000 profit, and we actually went over that this year. So we're going to be giving more to our scholarships, and so it worked out. But it's been hard. But I just want I'm just proud. I'm proud of what everybody did, what the clubs band together, and what our communities did to help us do these fundraisers. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lisa and Tori. Does anyone have any questions? Nobody? You mean we're done? Really? Nobody has a question at all?
I'll ask a question.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a Rhonda up here first, Governor Lori.
Okay.
I don't mean
Rhonda.
to step in front of Governor Lori.
No, it's okay.
I'll go for it.
I had a question for Lisa. She was, you mentioned that, was that a diva bar that you have at events? Can you expound on what that is?
Our club, I don't remember how many years ago it was, one of our members' husbands owns a welding shop. And so he was able to weld together this bar, and we bought bar seats and stuff. SI Parker, I don't know if you're familiar with where Parker is, but we have a lot of off-roading events that are sponsored by our Chamber of Commerce. And so before the off-road events, the racers get together and they have contingency row and stuff like that. And so downtown Parker they have a band, they have food vendors, and they ask us to provide the alcohol for that event. So we have to get, we have to get liquor license, and we have to follow all of the health, La Paz County health guidelines and stuff like that. It makes us money. The first couple of events, it's kind of hard because of course we have to buy the alcohol. We don't have per se, a license to buy from distributors. So we kind of have ins elsewhere, but it ends up being, we usually do about 4 events a year, and it's hard work, but it's a good money maker. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do any of the events this year. Yeah. And then we also do what is called, Governor Lori puts together our Blues and Brews event, which is in spring. And basically we get different breweries that come and give little samples of their beer, and we have a car show, and then we also have the Diva Bar set up for that as well. And again, we weren't able to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Governor Lori,
Yes.
your
Oh, I
question?
What was I gonna ask?
Well, while you're waiting on that, Tanya in the chat asked what LunaFest was.
Okay.
I did share the link. LunaFest is a film festival put on by Luna Bars, and they allow nonprofits to buy the showing rights to their film festival, and then we can sell tickets at any price we set. And usually most clubs will host it at a movie theater or a library, but this year they went virtual. And so they provided the links and you could just sell virtual tickets, and it was a 40-hour window that the videos could be played, and you sold tickets to your community. And I touched on the point about how you could get people outside of your area to watch it. So I personally, we had people from 8 different states watching our LunaFest.
Wow.
And I
So I was able to reach a broader.
I believe that the majority of the short films in LunaFest are directed or produced by women.
Yes, all of them. Yeah. And this year they were all short. They were all documentaries.
Okay. Tori, somebody said that you mentioned a project that involved dinner delivered. Can you expand on that?
Oh, I think I don't have the write-up in front of me, but I think it was the restaurant allowed you to take away your meal. So just like ordering out.
Oh, because okay, so yeah, so like California Pizza Kitchen did that, where if you took a flyer in for a fundraiser, you know, they would give like 20% back to the organization. So maybe they were doing that, maybe not California Pizza Kitchen, but restaurants similar to doing that for takeout or delivery.
Tori, can I just add, our club did LunaFest for the first time this year. And to the person who was asking the questions, I was the one who did it. And everyone kept telling me, it's super easy, it's super easy. They were right. It is so easy. And the people at LunaFest are just, and Eventive are just so helpful. They never balked at any of my silly questions that I sent emails on. It's a really, really easy process.
I agree. I also hosted it this year for our club, and I asked for the contact list maybe 1,000 times, and they're always happy to send it to me. And they're like, "You've only sold 5 tickets. Do you want to keep going?" And I was like, "I know we're going to sell way more tickets." And they're super supportive, and we did.
Same thing. They like 2 days before they said, "You've only sold 7 tickets. Do you want to postpone it?" So I mean, they're with you every step of the way. It was really great. And yeah, we did too. We sold enough tickets to make our money back, but actually where we made our money was in donations. Nice. It was amazing, the people that donated. So yeah,
Lisa,
definitely recommend it to even the very small clubs. It's an easy thing to do for a small club.
Especially virtually, there's no overhead. The only overhead we had was paying for the subscription.
Right.
To view it.
It's wonderful to be virtual with it.
Yeah.
Lisa, someone is asking if your 50-50 was done virtually.
The 50-50 that Lake Havasu, SI Lake Havasu did, it says that they started selling tickets in October of 2020 for $20 each, or 6 for 100. And then the drawing was held in January of 2021.
Okay.
They were hoping to have like a party, you know, if Havasu would have been open to announce the winner, pull the ticket, etc. But unfortunately they could not. But what they had is, they said they advertised it in the newspaper, Facebook, and through posters that were set around Lake Havasu. And all of the members were given they had to sell at least 6 tickets. And they had the winning ticket was actually drawn at the restaurant that they wanted to have the party at. They had the bartender draw it, so they had pictures and a video, and then they posted it on their Facebook page and stuff like that.
Perfect, thank you. Governor Lori?
Oh, I was just going to say, it wasn't done virtually. They sold it to people they knew. But like I said, Havasu is a little bit, you know, it was light at that time. We were kind of not having that many cases and stuff. So They did not do it virtually, but they did social distance when they had a semi where they went to the restaurant and they were all masked and, maintaining their difference, but they did really well with it.
Good. Anybody else? I know you guys all want to leave now and go get your pajamas on for the party tonight, don't you? Fine.
I'm already wearing my pajama bottoms. What are you talking about?
I know, right?
So I
So I just
actually
got on my
have a
pajamas.
question.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And we're talking about how, we're starting to open up and do this, but I do know a lot of people still who are not comfortable going out. Is there hope that we maybe continue some of this online stuff even after the world is a little more open, so that people who like LunaFest can't, we had people we were to reach, I'm tired, tax season's over, I'm tired.
To answer your question, LunaFest, I think, will be offering hybrid going forward. I don't know the rights, if you have to pay more for that in the future, but they offered both this year.
I think you'll find that, Therry, I think you'll find that most clubs will continue to do some kind of virtual fundraising because of that very reason, because so many people aren't going to be comfortable immediately jumping back into, a room full of 300 people at one
I
time.
mean, I can't even go to the grocery store without having a, panic attack. So I get that from other people.
Mm-hmm. Well, California. Yes,
We're encouraging clubs with everything they do in order to remain inclusive to try to maintain a hybrid type, whether it's fundraising or club meetings or whatever you're doing, try to have that virtual component with it so that you can be more inclusive for members and, people that you're trying to raise money with.
mm-hmm. Kind of,
Thank you, guys.
Maybe do both.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the future anyways. We're all so busy and overworked and overwhelmed. And I think with the pandemic eventually coming to an end, everybody's going to be overcommitted anyways. And it's a good way to get people involved in the future. So utilizing Facebook for your fundraisers. I know that the region has tonight the fundraisers online for the auction. Think about people who can't make the spring conference next year in person. If it's in person, we could get people who can't be there involved, and it's just more opportunities. And I think the technology is out there and there's resources that it should be fairly easy to, think hybrid going forward. And if you see how many clubs just wrote letters and got money, how easy it was to raise money for a lot of clubs with their resources, I think it's a great way to keep thinking forward and, maybe not even doing as much work.
For sure.
I like that. More bang for your buck and not working quite as hard. That's my kind of thing.
I wanted to read a comment from with SI Blythe. SI Blythe has done Seas Candy at Christmas and Easter for many years. And because we have our set customers, we did it by phone this year. And they were able to make $7,000 at Christmas and $1,500 at Easter. So that's wonderful.
That is fabulous.
Patty.
Yeah. Anybody else? What?
Happy birthday, Patty.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Lori,
Yes.
Mary Spitzer with Sir Optimus Victor Valley. Our club has for almost 50 years had a signature Christmas luncheon with trees that we had tree sponsors and these gorgeous elaborate trees that were put on auction and a lot of other bells and whistles that went with that in-person activity. And obviously this year we couldn't do that. So we started the idea and ended up with one where we only decorated a couple of trees and put them up at a local automobile dealership right around Thanksgiving. And so it sort of became a centerpiece for that, for people to go and view it. We promoted it on Facebook and we did the drawing live on Facebook from the dealership. And at the time that we planned it initially, California was at that state where it could be possible for maybe 25 or 50 people properly distanced to be in the same place. But by the time of our event, it was more lockdown. So we just had our club president and the videographer, a couple volunteers at the dealership, but ran the live auction and it went very well. I'll say our club's experience was we learned that maybe we could take something we've always done and tailored it in a way that would end up at a different point. And I think our bottom line was we made almost $10,000, which was more than we had made at our in-person event. So it gave us, I think, an opportunity to take a look at what we've always done and say maybe there's some room for us to change some things and be more effective, still have fun, and still use the fundraiser as a way of raising awareness in the community.
No,
Yes.
and I have to elaborate on that. Back in, I don't know, February, March, I'd sent out a survey to all the club presidents asking about their fundraising efforts. And there were probably 3 or 4 that actually exceeded their normal in-person fundraising dollar amounts. And so by doing a combination, maybe we can exceed it more next year when we're able to do the in-person along with the virtual or a hybrid type situation. Anybody else? Well,
Anybody seen the people driving around, it's my 21st birthday, Venmo me $20? Is anybody
no
seen
way.
I think we should all get shoe polish and ride on our cars and Venmo our clubs to fundraise. If
No, but
anybody
you
does
know
it,
what?
take a picture and I will donate to your club.
Well, on Facebook, have you seen where, a lot of Seroptimists will just ask people to donate to Seroptimists because it's their birthday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I think Lori made $600 or $700 on hers, and
Yeah, I'm trying to get our club set up on that. It's a lot. Facebook keeps asking for more and more, so it's been a headache. But we're trying to get on it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Well, I guess
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Actually,
Yes,
I-
Rhonda.
the lady who was talking about the Christmas trees that were auctioned off at the auto dealership. What club are you with?
SI Victor Valley?
Victor Valley?
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
up in Victorville, Apple Valley.
Yeah.
Desert.
Okay, good. I may want to contact with for some information on that.
Okay.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Our president, Jeanette, who I think is on here, was just a wonderful facilitator. She had a really good presence on Facebook Live and
Yeah.
got the idea because there's a local dealership up here,
Mhm.
not the one we use, but local dealership up here who very effectively does these raffle of giving away car prizes and doing an active drawing. And I was amazed at just how involved one could feel in the experience by doing that without leaving your home. And
Thank you.
We've had a question, and I'm going to punt this one over to Tori. Is there a better platform for virtual fundraising than Facebook? I don't know that there is right now, but I think we'll probably find that some will be coming out. What say you, Tori?
I know I'm not familiar with the names of them. I know, like I said, the region's using one for the party tonight.
Mhm.
In terms of advertising, I would say Facebook's still the best place to do so. But if you go on, I haven't deep dived into it, but if you go into SIA's website, they have a bunch of resources for fundraising digitally. And so there are platforms to move your fundraisers into those platforms. But I would say right now, Facebook, Nextdoor, if you use that, and maybe the Ring app. I think I haven't used that one, but I know that one's a good way to get your community involved. But I would say, oh yeah, Auction 32, that sounds correct. I would say Facebook's the best place to advertise, but it may not be the best place to collect the money.
Right. Okay.
And good old fashioned, as a success of clubs, good old fashioned pen and paper and writing a letter work too.
Yeah. Yes, it most certainly did.
I hear my around that I said good old fashioned.
Yeah. So. Anybody else? I hear typing. Is someone typing a question? Oh, so SI Yucca Valley is planning on an online cookbook, full color photos, mini categories in living, non-gluten, keto, and high-fat diets. Wanda, does it come with someone to cook it too? You know, it can't hurt to add. They're going to accept payments through PayPal. It cannot hurt to ask. Come on. That's a great idea. And Wanda, how are you going to advertise that? Hello? Oh, she's typing, but.
Another thing, that's a great idea. And what you can do is you can also put digital books on Amazon for sale.
Really?
I don't know if that's too complicated, but I think you just upload the digital upload. Yeah. And you can set a price. And as long as you have an Amazon account, you can, I don't know the fees behind it, if it's worth the effort, but
Right.
then anybody in, if you have the PDF already, it's zero cost.
I know our club does Amazon Smiles. Are there other clubs out there that utilize that?
Yes.
I hope a lot of clubs utilize that.
Yeah. Especially with the pandemic, just sitting at home shopping.
Exactly.
Pam,
Yes.
Pam,
Yes.
this is Pat Gallaty-Fissler from SI Desert Tucson.
Uh-huh.
We have a car dealer here, Jim Click, who every year offers up a car, and the tickets are $25 each and 5 for 100. And in the past, we have offered other clubs the ability to sell tickets. They keep $20 of the $25 and pay us $5. So,
Wow.
and I don't have all the details on the car, but there's a car, there's airline tickets, there's cash, I believe. And so if any club would like to sell tickets in your area, I think the campaign goes to like October, November. We've had great success, and maybe anybody on the call that has sold the tickets for your club can chime in too. But I don't have all the info. So if anybody wants the information, I will put my email in chat.
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah, we're Seroptimus of the East Valley, and we've taken Tucson up on that offer for I think about 3 years now, and it's a tremendous fundraiser for us because there's just no effort to it at all. And I think this year, I think we made about $1,200 off of it. So it's a really good fundraiser, and we really
Nice.
appreciate Desert Tucson opening that up to us.
Nice. We actually have somebody from another region who's joining us. Stacy, I think her name. Oh yeah, Stacy is her name. And she says that her club in Sierra Nevada region did a trivia Zoom and did it as an event fundraiser and membership event. Plus all ages, family members participated. We recruited 3 members and made over $1,200 and did it all over Zoom. We advertised it through Facebook. Now that's a great idea.
Yeah, that is good.
It was a lot of fun.
Can I ask a question about that? Did you use some sort of platform to do the trivia game, or you just did it
We
yourself?
did, we did it around the Oscars. So what it was is we did it,
Oh,
Oscars had gotten postponed. And so what we did is I went in, because I ran trivia. And I went through and I came up with 3 rounds of all trivia, like best movie quotes. Then we did a couple of who is best actor, actress, supporting actress, that type of thing. And then if you go online to Oscars, they had all sorts of history of who's the oldest actor ever to win, and now that changed because now it's Anthony Hopkins. I mean, it was kind of fun stuff.
how cool.
Everybody had a great time and kids loved it, and the moms and everybody. It was really fun.
That sounds like fun,
It sounds like a great idea.
especially the 3 new member part.
Yeah, that's the best part. We'll have to get Lori all over that one.
I've actually, this is Mary from SI Victor Valley. When the pandemic began, I read an article about 2 out of unemployed bartenders from New York City, and their bar just happened to host trivia night. And so many people commented, yeah, I can drink the booze at home, but they can't do the trivia. So the guys did their own like hosting online virtually, and then they turned it into a national business.
Wow.
That they host fundraising
Wow.
and stuff. I'll volunteer to find out more about that and just put the link out there to.
That would be great. Thank you.
I
Thank
guess
you.
I am and find out because it intrigued me. I enjoy trivia. And I think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have about 4 minutes left, ladies, and they're going to kick us all out of here. Does there anybody have any last minute comments? Governor Laura?
Is everybody going to the party tonight?
Yes, ma'am. But yeah.
You have to go.
No, I am going. I'm just not going to wear my pajamas because nobody wants to see that. Trust me.
Seriously, you're not going to wear pajamas? What about all the stuff you got in your little goodie bag?
Honey, I don't wear pajamas. I'm going to wear the stuff in my goodie bag. That's all I'm going to wear. I mean, besides my clothes.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Tori. You guys are fabulous.
You're going to want to go back to the main room because we are going to have a drawing.
Yes, ma'am.
Just
And I can't wait to see all of your faces in the fall.
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait to see, we can see each
October
other in
can't come
person.
soon enough.
I know. I know.
No. All right. Thank you,
When you're
everyone.
All right. Thank you. It was really great, you guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I got a lot of great ideas. Thank you.
Good.
Oh,
I'm glad
good.
that was the purpose.